Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Last Page podcast. We are your hosts, Mariana and Nikki.
Hey, hey, hey. Or should I
Hey,
say,
hey, hey.
ho, ho, ho.
You watched Fat Albert, right? Hey, 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 it's Fat Albert. You know
mm, I don't know. I don't know that I know that.
that's a movie. It's a movie.
Oh,
Anyway,
well, I was going to say ho, ho, ho. It's not really a Christmas themed episode necessarily, but
my
also,
Christmas tree is
I
up.
have both of my headphones in. I was like, why do I feel like I can't hear myself? That would be why.
Why do you look like a
Um,
huge nerd?
hey guys, how we doing today?
Hi, guys. We did our wrapped, and we love you guys.
Oh my goodness. You're so
My
right.
Shaylas.
My Shayla. You guys, we obviously Spotify Wrapped came out. We get one as creators, so we get to see the behind the scenes of what our metrics did and all that stuff. But the best part was everybody was tagging us on Instagram and they're wrapped, and we got people commenting and said, "Oh, I was in the top 1% of listeners or whatever." And I
Very
was like,
sweet.
"Well, top 1 out of the 20 isn't really no, I'm just kidding." But
I will
yeah,
have you know that we have like over 4,000, so look
wow.
at us.
Look at us. We're well on our way. Guys, for the first year being in business as the Last Page podcast, that was a really thrilling experience to get to see that people are enjoying the podcast. So thank you if you've been listening.
Thanks if you listen. Thanks everybody. Thanks Emma. Thanks Rimu. Thanks Magenta. We love
Oh,
you guys. The
queens.
commenters
Yes. So please always feel free to leave us comments because it does really, really make our
make
day.
my day.
Yes.
I'm like, please, somebody, please.
We got on FaceTime and we're like, did you see what so and so said? Did you see what so and so said? And we were like so excited about it. So,
Hannah.
yes, all
Yeah,
of our
so many
girls.
people. So many people.
Ah, love you guys.
Wrapped is so fun.
Uh-oh, I'm starting to yawn. Here we go.
I will say one thing about Wrapped and then we don't have to talk about it because I feel like it's kind of old by now,
No, I
but
want to.
um my top artist was obviously Taylor Swift, but I listened to so much country music this year that like
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure every single one of my songs was Megan Maroney, which I've talked about how obsessed I was with her. Like, hello.
Wait, your top 5 songs?
Yeah, we're Megan
Wait,
Maroney.
can you just like list them out for me?
Oh, you're on my phone. Okay, one second. Okay, so that was a lie, actually. My top three out of the five songs were Megan Maroney, but
Okay.
I think she was like my one of my top artists. I'll send you my information. But anyway, my first song was, and this is I was so obsessed, like I would listen to Tennessee Orange radio. So it's like the first song that would come up on the radio, but Tennessee Orange by Megan Maroney is my first one.
I don't
I'm
even know
Not
if I
Pretty
know
by
that
Megan
song.
Maroney. You've heard it, right?
I don't know.
You have. You totally have. I'm Not Pretty by Megan Maroney. All My Love by Noah Kahn, because we went to go see Noah Kahn this year in
Mm.
concert in Dublin, and it was actually so fun. And so that's probably why I was obsessed with that song. Um, Jordan Davis's By Dirt, and
Oh,
then Megan Maroney's No Caller ID. Like, I was obsessed. I was like
wow.
such a country girl this year.
Oh, that's crazy. But Taylor was still your top artist.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Isn't that funny?
That's funny. I think it's because you probably listen to those specific songs on repeat more, but you listen Taylor has like what, 300 songs or something like that?
I know. And two, I think it was cool how they did it now where you could see how many times you listen to that song. So like I listened to Tennessee Orange 67 times this year. Like, hello.
Wow. That is so
I know.
interesting.
Wait, what were yours? We never even talked about
I
this.
know. Okay, I'll tell you mine. So Taylor was my top artist. Okay, so here's my top 5. Taylor Swift first, Beyonce second because I saw her in concert, so I was like studying. Justin Bieber, Tate McRae, and Ariana Grande were my top 5.
Tate McRae. I mean, I love that girl, but like I do not
Oh,
listen to
I'm
her
so
that
into
much.
Tate now.
I know
She's
she's
like
so fly.
she's just so hot. I love her. Okay, so I was actually really surprised. So all 5 of my top songs were from Life of a Showgirl, which is crazy because that
Wait, how
literally
did
came
you
out in
do
October.
that? I feel like I listened to it so much. Actually, maybe not. I don't
No, I
know.
was listening to but I think the other thing though is that I'm really not that much of a music listener.
You're like a
S-
podcaster?
Well, like I don't know what it is. Some people always have music on. Like let me see if I can find my Yeah, I only listen to 15,000 minutes.
Oh, I listened
15,008.
to 33,000.
Yeah, so I think because whenever I have like an album on repeat, it just goes to the top because I don't listen that much. But here's my
Yeah,
order.
true.
Elizabeth Taylor was first, which surprised me a lot. Fate of
Elizabeth
Ophelia. I know,
Taylor.
Elizabeth Taylor. Okay, so Elizabeth Taylor, Fate of Ophelia, Opalite, Wood, and Wishlist.
I'm
Which
surprised Wood isn't higher up on your list, on
I
your wish
know,
list.
honestly. Yeah, it's crazy. So there you
Wait,
go.
that's
I
crazy.
really thought Fate of Ophelia would be first. A, because that's my favorite song on the album, pretty much, and B, because that's the first song.
Yeah.
But I think I was trying to learn Elizabeth Taylor, maybe, or something. I don't know what it is,
Oh,
what it was with that girl.
Hollywood hates me. That
So
part.
good. Wow, wow, wow.
I know. I
Crazy.
think it just comes out too late in the year. I think that the data is basically up until like November, like October, sorry.
Well, yeah, which is crazy because her album like just came out.
I know. I don't know. And I did get a message from her. Duh.
Oh, of course, same. Dude, I saw on TikTok the girl who was the top Taylor Swift listener out of every single listener.
Who is she? I need to find her.
I don't know. She just, and everybody thought she was faking, but she posted like so many screen recordings and stuff. So maybe she's faking, but somebody's got
But
to be the
she
first.
but she probably like there's no way you can listen to that much. You probably have to just keep it on like one of your devices forever.
Yeah, she's like 13 years old. She posted like a little explanation. I didn't really listen to it, but it seems like she just listened to it when she was like sleeping and stuff. Like she would fall asleep with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not
crazy.
fair.
Yeah.
I know.
Anyway,
I think
well,
a lot of people were happier with this year's Spotify Wrapped. Like last year, there was a lot of like people weren't too happy.
yeah. No, I thought it was really cute this year. I liked the little theme and the
I
whole
thought so
vibe.
too. Yeah, and my audiobooks and like the most listened to audio, like I feel like they're doing a lot more data points to kind of keep it more fun and fresh.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, if we were in your top podcast, just know that we love you so much.
I literally am like freaking obsessed with you. Just like shut up and come here.
Yeah. Only with consent. Only with consent. Can I give you a kiss? Too late. Yeah, anyway, guys, we love you. I will
Oh,
say,
thanks for listening.
I have to also tell you about this audiobook that I'm listening to currently because I got to hear from the author at an event and it was so cool. So
Oh yeah.
I got to go to this event with Lego, and I do need to show you guys my Legos, but that I made. But it was a Lego and Reese's book
Nerd.
club event. And I know I'm a nerd. I love building Legos. Like I'm
I
actually
love
obsessed.
Legos.
No, so
Oh, I
fun.
love building things with my hand, you know?
Me too. I kind of want to like become a Lego collector, and I could put them all up on the top of my bookshelf. I have a spot for them now.
You
Right?
so should.
I really want to get like one of the gigantic ones, but they're like $500. So
Oh yeah, they're expensive.
yeah,
That's what stops me really is the price point.
yes. But anyway, so we went to this really cute little event. It was like a holiday, Lego and fireside chat. And one of the authors who was there for the fireside chat was her name is Charlotte McConaughey, I think it is, but she wrote Wild Dark Shore, which was
Mm.
like one of the top rated books of the whole year, which I mean, a little Easter egg into the episode today. Top rated books of the year. But Wild Dark Shore is like this kind of dystopian thrillery sort of like end of the world set in the Arctic situation. It's really cool. And it's basically set on this island near Australia, but like by Antarctica. It's like a super
Mhm.
remote, desolate island, and this family lives there and all this stuff. And she was saying how she's Australian. She was writing the book and she really couldn't properly convey the island. And she was like, okay, well, I guess I have to go there. But it's a research base. So, like, no, it's like not like a tourist thing. And she had just had a baby. And she was like, okay, well, there's only like a boat that goes there like once a year. Like, there's really not a lot of chances to go. And she goes, okay, well, I guess I'm bringing my baby on this boat. So they go into the Arctic with the baby on the boat. And she goes and she like studies the island and like learns about it for the book. And it was so crazy. When she was talking about it, I was shocked.
Sorry. Sorry?
Yeah, no, literally, when she said that, I thought she was going to say, like, oh, well, I guess I got to leave my
Was
baby
it
for a
like a
couple months.
big cruise boat or was it like a sailboat?
I think it was like a shipping boat. And she was like, oh, yeah, the water was
Like a
all
shipping?
crazy. Like, kind of like you see on, like, The Deadliest Catch, like one of those big boats, like, for
Yeah,
fishing.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I need to find, like, if she did some interviews about it or something, because it was
Is it
fascinating.
the island of Skarsgård? That one?
No, it's called, well, in the book, it's called Shearwater Island, but I don't know that that's
Mm.
actually what it's called. but it's crazy. But the book is actually fabulous, so highly recommend. I'm almost done
I
with
would
it.
want to go. I want to go. There's this girl on TikTok that she's like, my name is Nathan, and lives with a dog in an island of Scar, let's call it that. And
Ooh.
it's like throughout the year, she documents it's how it's like, oh, it's coming up to the days where it's dark 24/7. This is how
Oh,
we walk the dog, and this is how we get groceries in pitch black. Like
I
that would
could
kind of be kind of
never.
cool.
Oh my God, I'd be so depressed.
I know.
Even here, I'm like, it's getting dark at 4 p.m. and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with my life?
I know. I mean, what am I gonna do? I need to wake up earlier. Today I woke up, well, okay, today I set my alarm for 6 a.m. I did get up out of bed at 7, but like my alarm was for 6.
Okay, I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I think so.
Are you still, you're not working with your trainer anymore?
No,
Because I feel like that was
like
getting you up and out.
literally haven't been to the gym in so long.
Well, how's your back? Do we need an update?
Oh, my back is good. It's moved on to Ben's knee now. So Ben's knee is
Right,
unwell.
right.
But my back is great.
Okay.
But it's because we were doing a bunch of workouts to help basically I need to strengthen my core. If
Dude,
everybody's so curious, I need to strengthen my
same.
core and my like back butt muscles so that a lot of
Mm,
my weight doesn't go into my lower back. But I was doing Pilates and I did like a bar class and it's called like Method. They do it's like basically
mm,
bar
yeah.
and then mat Pilates and hot Pilates. So I've been doing a mix of that versus like going weightlifting. But I want to go, lift some weights at the gym because I'm gonna be so strong next year. I'm gonna pick you up, Nikki. Ugh.
I would love that. You know,
I
I've
know, I
I've
can't.
gained a
I would have
couple
hurt my back.
lbs, but um yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like Pilates is so good for core strength. Literally whenever we do abs in class, I can't do it. They're like, "Okay, hold a plank now." And I'm like, "Well, I can't even hold a knee plank, but that's great."
I know. I hate when they make you do a pike. Hate a
Oh,
pike.
yeah, I'm trying to get my core stronger. I am a little sore, I will say today. I did do my Pilates yesterday. Also, I'm such a fraud. I didn't show you guys my little Lego that I built at the
Yeah, show
event.
the Lego.
How cute. Can you guys see
No,
that?
that's actually so cute.
And the book says Once Upon a Time on the inside. Isn't it so
And that's supposed
cute?
to be you with the glasses?
It's just the generic little girl that they gave us, but that could be me
Oh, I
on
like
the
how they make
bookshelf.
readers with glasses
Yeah, because she's intelligent.
because she's the
So
smarty pants. Because she's a
when you
huge
see me
nerd.
shopping for $500 Lego sets, don't be surprised. I really want the Hogwarts one. It's so cool.
No, all of them are so cool, apparently. So, one thing that I did this weekend is we went up the Elizabeth Tower, most commonly known as Big Ben. We went dee 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 up 400 steps with
Oh,
Ben's
it was
brother. It
giving
was a
Nesta.
gift for his brother back in September. It did the book out 3 months in advance, a whole thing. Anyway, we went up, and yes, I think I was like fine going up. Going down, I did get vertigo, and I was like unwell.
Was it a
But
spiral?
it was a spiral all the way up. Yeah.
Oof, I hate that.
Yeah, I know. But you got to stop along the way. Like they did little you got to see the dials and we got to see behind the clock and the new conservation thing that they did. It was really cool
Whoa,
actually.
that
I've
sounds
told
so
people
cool.
about it recently and they're like, "Wait, I want to do that." Ben's brother really likes like stuff like that. So they got it for him as a birthday present and he had seen it before and then he got to see it after the conservation program was finished and he said it was like so cool to see both. Anyway,
Whoa.
going back to the Lego thing, they said that the biggest Lego ever kind of thing is one that they built as like a replica of Elizabeth Tower, Big Ben, at the Lego store here. Here, I'm like
Whoa.
pointing like right behind me.
Yeah, right
Right
here
here.
in my living room. Wow. Wait, that
Yeah, they
sounds
said it's still
so
there, so maybe
cool.
we will go see it. I feel like that'd be cool.
Wait, you should. So that's the biggest Lego, not like you could buy. It's like the one that somebody made.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
someone made it. They like built it in there.
I think you can buy a Big Ben Lego set.
Yeah, you definitely can.
Yeah.
And I remember downtown Disney, they do the big old like Hulk ones and stuff,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
outside of the Lego store. I
Uh-huh.
forgot that's a Lego store.
Yeah. I know I need to go. I have a gift card now. So I'm going to go see
Oh
what I
my
can
God.
get.
For
I really want to get some
Christmas?
of the
Maybe you can give it to
flowers.
someone really, really special for Christmas.
Yeah, me? Myself and I?
Me?
That's what my
Me?
loyalty to me, myself. Um, Dang, I was gonna ask you something and now I've forgotten it. Oh, I was gonna say going up and down the stairs is like Nesta. I saw this girl on TikTok. I
No,
sent it to you.
literally.
I don't know if you saw it. I just sent it, but it was a girl who was visiting Paris. I think they were going into like the catacombs or something. It was like a cool looking staircase. And she goes, Ugh, guys, my brother-in-law is annoying me so much. He locked himself in his house, and the general he keeps sending up here is so annoying. I'll keep you updated. And I was like, wait. And they're like, go ahead, girl. Only
Wait.
900 more steps to go.
Oh my God, I need to reread the series. Ugh.
Ugh,
I want to reread
Akatar.
everything.
No, same. Oh. Do you have any other updates for me?
I put concealer on, can you tell?
I mean, you're looking quite bright and lively.
From my eyes, under my
Yeah.
eyeballs, because that's the only where I put it because my mascara was running and it was like dark. Really?
Yeah. I think I want to get microneedling.
I
That's my
think I'm
new
gonna
escapade.
wait, really?
Yeah. Kind of expensive, but I could do a monthly little membership and then kind of trade it off. Oh,
You
I
don't
also
need
got
it
my
though.
Botox re-upped. You guys, look at that. She's frozen and I love it.
I need to book my first ever Botox appointment for my forehead.
I really don't even think you need it.
I know. I bought a bunch of Botox for Black Friday and now I don't know what to do with it.
Well, you could do it. I mean, I guess you could do it elsewhere. Let me see.
My
Just
jaw.
frown and then smile and then go up. I mean, I guess you could use some.
Anyway, everybody watching on YouTube, they've clicked out.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway,
Um,
guys. Well, my last update for the chat is that Ricky got a new car. I forgot to send you a
hallelujah.
picture. He loves it. Yeah, guys, I feel like I've maybe talked about this before. He has a 2010 Jeep Wrangler, and it was really on its last leg, and it was time.
Poor thing.
Yeah, it's sad because he loves that car. We both love that car. Like, it's a cool car. And it was really working fine until it wasn't, one of those things. And he tried to kind of get a part fixed and paid all this money for that. And then it kept breaking down and it was this whole thing. But then it would break down and then all of a sudden it was back. It was fixed. So we're kind of
It's like a
like,
brand new.
yeah, and we're like, well, I mean, I guess we'll just drive it until it's really dead. And then last week he told me that he broke down 6 times on the freeway on the way to work. And I was like, yeah,
That's so
we
concerning.
can't. Yeah, yeah. Yesterday I texted him. I was like, oh, how was the new car? Because it was the first time he drove it to work. And he goes, it was great. I got here so fast. And I was like, well, yeah, you're going to get here so much faster when you're not breaking down 6 times on the freeway.
He probably like left like 30 minutes extra early so that he could break down 6 times.
Right, right. Yeah. So now he's just thrilled because he puts that thing in sport mode and it goes so fast. So he got a Hyundai Ioniq 6, a used one, but like very gently used. So it basically feels brand new. And it's all electric, which is crazy because we've never had an electric car.
An
So,
electric.
but that's what the people in
It's so
SoCal are be
nice.
doing now.
It's so nice because in SoCal there's so many plugins. Like
So
you can
many.
literally, obviously your building has it too, and
Yeah.
like you're paying for it and you don't even have an electric car kind of thing.
No, yeah. And so, yeah, he gets free charging here. He has chargers at work, but they do have to pay for them. But there's just like so many easy opportunities to charge. And
Mm.
it's cool. I've never really experienced an electric car. And so we've been like driving around. Literally last night, he's like, do you want to just like drive up and down the street a little bit? Because he like wants to drive it so bad.
Yeah.
And it's so quiet.
He's like, do we need anything from the store?
Literally on Sunday, he was like, so like what do we need? And I was like, you want to drive 20 minutes to get me my favorite matcha? He's like, yeah, I'll do that. So I'm like, perfect. I'll send him off to do all the errands. That's great.
Wait, that's amazing. I will
Yeah.
say electric cars make me so motion sick. Like
You know,
Tesla is my
I was
no.
gonna say, I think this one, Tesla, I think is a special breed of motion sick. Because I was in a Uber Tesla recently, and I felt
Yeah.
so sick. This one, I don't
I'm
feel sick
sick
in.
just thinking about it.
Yeah, I think we'll have to take you for a spin when you're here. But I think this one
Oh yeah.
feels fine. I was worried about that as well because I was like, oh my god, Tesla's and Ricky's like, he's a special boy with his driving. He drives like a grandpa, so sometimes it's giving a little bit of a
Uh,
motion sick
uh,
vibe.
uh,
But yeah,
Well, I will say I have this new thing where I always get motion sick when I am in cars that I'm not driving, but I have this thing now where like if I know I need to call an Uber or I know I need to get into a like I feel it when I'm sitting down. Like I'll literally be on the couch being like I gotta call my Uber. I'm like, oh, I don't feel well.
oh, it's anxiety probably.
I know it's just because, but anyway, peace and love. I was thinking, well, one, Nikki, we're gonna be reunited so soon.
I
By the
can't
time this
wait.
episode comes out, I think I will be on my merry way,
Can't wait.
or maybe I'll already be there. Who knows?
I think you're going to be en route, or maybe you'll be packing.
Maybe I'll be like, I'm packing tonight. I'll tell you.
I love that. Maybe you should just come early and live with me.
No, I literally need to pack tonight because I'm so busy. We leave on Friday. But two, we've had this conversation, Ben and I. It's like if we go back to California, like what car would we want? And we just kind of like play with the idea. I want a Volvo so bad.
A Volvo?
Yeah.
That is so random. Why a Volvo?
Because they're the safest car and they literally are so nice. They're all around. Like we see them a ton when we're like walking and they're so nice.
I feel like
And
that's
it's like a
such a
family car,
European car. Because nobody here really drives Volvos.
They for sure do. You guys come out of the woodwork, Volvo owners. And I
Volvo
will say,
represent. Volvo's drop into the chat.
first and foremost, if you guys have ever watched the iconic movie Twilight by with Edward and Bella, like he drives a Volvo, and in my whole heart I was like, I'm always gonna get a Volvo. And then it turns out that they're actually like probably one of the safest cars ever. So
They are nice, I will say. They're very
I
beautiful.
know. I wish I could get one while I'm home, like to just drive around.
Yeah.
That'd be
Okay,
nice.
Volvo. Interesting. I wonder what they're priced at. Like, what's the vibe? I'm a
Volvo, if you're
Hyundai
out
girly,
there.
so I'm biased, but
Oh, they're kind of expensive.
Volvos.
Like
Yeah, I feel like
maybe
it's
like
like a step
50.
up. Really?
Yeah, I think so.
That's crazy.
I made that up.
Okay, well, if you guys have a Volvo, let us know. Well, should I look it up? Do you want an SUV or you want a
I want a
sedan?
Volvo XC90.
A Volvo XC90?
C90.
Okay, okay. All
Not
right.
us.
So looks like it's new 62,000. That's you got big eyes,
I got
bigger
got.
stomach.
Yeah,
I
they're
mean, they do look
expensive.
really nice. I
They're
will
huge
say.
though. Like a proper, when you say family car, it's like two, you get the whole back row and then you get pilot seats and then you get like the nice seats in the front. Yeah,
Oh,
it's like a family car where you can put all the people in the back and the kids in the front kind of thing.
I mean, they're beautiful. Okay, well, so this is when you're ready to be a mommy.
Yeah, when I'm ready
Mamacita.
to be a mommy. I'm a mommy.
I'm a mommy. Yeah, it's funny because Ricky was like so adamant that I get an SUV when I was getting my new car last year. And because he's like, they're just so much safer and blah, blah, blah. And we want you to whatever. And then he got a sedan and he's like, I'm so
Yeah.
happy I got a sedan. And I was like, okay, so I had to get the mommy car. And he was like, yeah. And
Yeah,
I was
no,
like, well,
literally.
I'm happy with
Well,
my mommy car. So
because you're a mommy.
that's a mommy.
To Dora.
To Jorah, my little sweet boy. I love him.
Mm. Well, I can't wait to see you.
I
Just
can't
know
wait.
that.
Guys, also just an update for scheduling for the rest of the year. We are going to be taking the last week of the year off. I think it's the
so, yeah.
29th or something like that. But if all goes to plan, we should be filming a couple episodes in person together. So fingers crossed on that. But
And the
yeah.
audio will be trash and then everything will be perfect.
Right. Terrible audio, but also like make sure you're reading the book club book. It's really cute so far. We're reading Good Spirits by B.K. Borson. That episode will be
It's
up
very
hopefully
cute so
soon.
far.
Yeah, very cute. But I will say, very exciting today, the Goodreads Choice Awards have been released.
Yes.
And so we're going to talk about the top winning books. And if you're not familiar with the Goodreads Choice Awards, it's basically like a fan voted award. So I think they fan vote like into the preliminaries and then you can vote from there. But there's a bunch of
Yeah.
different categories of genres and there were some winners for the year and we're excited to talk about them.
Can I just say there was more than 7.5 million votes casted for this.
That's
So
crazy.
a good amount of people, a good amount of people did it.
Okay, readers. I actually did not
know, look at
vote.
us.
I think I did last year, but this year I did not vote.
I didn't vote, but I feel like there's some good ones in here that I'm getting like inspo. I'm like ready.
Yes. Ooh, okay, so we definitely have not read all of these, but we figured we would just chit chat through them, give a little synopsis, and like give our thoughts. So,
Yeah, and if you
please
guys have
sound
read
off.
them and you think we should, like, let us know in the comments.
Please do. Also, maybe before we do that, we should do book rack of the week. Book rack of the week.
Book Rag of the we should do a jingle. I said this last time.
I know.
Book Rag of the week. Yeah.
Perfect. If you guys are not familiar with our book rec of the weeks, we want you to comment, write, DM, tell us about one of the most fabulous books you've read. If you've read anything good recently, tell us what it is and why you loved it. And if you do that, you might get a chance to be featured on the pod.
You win a Volvo. Just kidding.
You win a Volvo. Once we get really, really famous, maybe we'll do a Volvo giveaway, but unfortunately cannot do that. Okay, so today's book rec comes from Bridget on Instagram. And Bridget said, Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. It's very relevant to today and shows that our differences should be celebrated, not highlighted in a negative way. Phenomenal book. Would suggest you listen to it instead of physically reading. You'll understand once you've read it. It involves space travel, memory loss, and the end of the world. Highly recommend. And then someone else said under the comments, 100% you have to listen to it. The audiobook is perfection, and I can't imagine loving it as much if I had just read it. So that's a good tip.
Ooh. Wait, I'm so curious now.
Yeah, it's like a space book. I think it's about a guy who like goes up and gets lost in space or something like that.
Ooh, okay. Sounds a little bit like Interstellar. Sounds a little bit like Ministry of Time.
I think Interstellar is the vibe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh.
I've heard it's so good. And I think they made it into a movie or a show. Oh, maybe.
Project Hail Mary. I haven't seen it anywhere.
Or maybe they're
Are you keeping up with like the Netflix, Paramount, Warner Brothers Discovery thing?
Yeah, I don't really know like what's going on. But
well, what's going on was that obviously Netflix allegedly has been telling everyone that they won, but I guess Paramount is coming out of the woodwork being like, we actually also want to do a hostile takeover, aka like it's not finalized, so like this is why you should go with us.
Whoa, yeah, I did get an email from Netflix that was like, we acquired Warner Bros. And then
but it's like they haven't yet.
That's a crazy thing. Maybe they did it as like a manipulation tactic to like scare everybody else off, to be like, look, we already won.
Yeah, maybe.
That's crazy. Well, yeah, it looks like this is a movie with Ryan. Who is that? Ryan Gosling? Crazy.
You would know Ryan Gosling now? Crazy Stupid Love?
Same author who wrote The Martian.
Oh, perfect. Yes, that makes sense.
Yes.
I forgot that The Martian was a book.
Oh, here's what it's about. Okay, Project Hail Mary, about a lone astronaut, Ryland Grace, who wakes up with amnesia on a spaceship millions of miles from Earth, tasked with a mission to save humanity from an extinction-level threat.
Sorry? Do you mind just waking up?
That sounds so stressful and terrifying. I really have heard great things about this book, though. So thank you so much for the rec.
Thanks for the rec. Can I share one of my recs?
Yes.
So, don't worry, this isn't part of the feature, but it's Murder by Christmas by Joel Jessup. And it looks like this. And it's essentially every chapter in the book is a day of an advent calendar. And every day of the advent calendar is like a little different figurine where it's literally like a page or 2 pages that you read. And it's like, there was a murder. That's literally the first chapter. There was a murder. Mr. Hawley is dead. And every chapter you're going to find out a clue about each person in like the small town. And
that sounds so fun.
Why? And I think at the end, like all the clues add up to like who done it. And we've been doing it once. It's like you do it every day. We started it in December.
It's like riddles or something?
The 1st of December. Yeah, it's like little riddles. It's like they go and the inspector finds this, and every email is like a little ornament of the advent calendar, and they have to go to one of the shops of the small town. It's like really cool.
Ooh, that sounds
it's so just fun. Honestly, it's so fun. It's like it's 25 puzzles to solve the bigger crime. Like little mini puzzles that add up to one.
Oh my gosh, I
love it. I know, it's fun. And it's also nice because like Ben and I do it and we'll just be like phones away. We literally have our notebooks to take notes, and then it's like
wait, that's so cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
I love
it's
that
very cute.
idea.
It's like Myrtle. Isn't Myrtle one? It's kind of like a little puzzle where you do it's like a Wordle, but it's like a murder mystery.
Ooh, I don't know. I did recently just start back up on Wordle.
Oh, I know.
Wordle's
I need to do more things for my brain.
Legos.
Noggin, you know? I know. I mean, you're resting on all my arts and crafts, and have I done any more coloring? No.
Right.
Should we dive into the Goodreads?
Yes, I was going to say something to get your brain going is these top books from Goodreads. So
I'm excited.
Fabulous. Okay, so we're just going to go category by category and chit chat about it, and I can't wait.
Okay. I can kick off the first one, and then we can take turns if you want, Nikki, just to mix it up for our listeners who said that. Emma did say she can listen to us talk about our grocery list, so this isn't a grocery list, but it is a list. First category is the category of fiction, and the award went to My Friends by Frederick Beckman, who also wrote that Anxious People book. Like you will see it's very iconic.
Mm-hmm.
His covers, the font, all of that. Um, this book it was about it's like a story within a story. Essentially, the book is about this girl named Louisa who is somehow ends up tasked with taking care of a like a painting, a portrait, an image that somebody wins at an auction. She's tasked with taking care of it. And I think what I read is basically everyone just looks at the photo and it's like a big old lake, like a big old, I don't know, ocean maybe. But at the end of the lake of the ocean are like four little kids. And to her, she's like obsessed with like, wait, no one ever talks about that part of the painting.
Mm.
Then it takes you to the story of those kids. So it's like her
Oh.
being like, I wonder what's going on here. And then it takes you to the story of the kids. And it's supposed to be really sad. There's a few like trigger warnings with abuse and child abuse and like stuff like that. So I would kind of look those up. I think I will say he's a pretty I think a lot of his themes are very heavy just across
Mm-hmm.
like the other books that he's written and what I've heard of those as well. So I could see how that would be the same. But it takes you to the story of the boys, like their friendship, their hardship, their in between, and then kind of you go back to Louisa and her finding out more about that and then writing the story to kind of educate people about it. That's what I gathered. I don't know if that's actually it, but it sounded really interesting. And I know that I've been wanting to read more from this author. So maybe next year
Yeah.
I'll kind of dive into it, but it does seem like one of those heavier books.
Interesting. That does I haven't heard of this one, but I've heard of Bear Town, which I know is
Yeah,
another really popular one. And then Anxious People, like you mentioned. It's funny
yeah.
because I right before this I've had Anxious People and this author on my radar because I was at a yoga class on Thanksgiving, I think it was. And usually like if you're doing a workout class like the 5 to 10 minutes before the instructor comes in, you're just minding your own business and
Yeah.
stretching and on your phone or whatever. This girl brought her physical copy of Anxious People into the room and was
Is it like
reading it.
hot yoga?
I mean, it wasn't hot yoga, it was just like regular like restorative yoga or whatever, but she
Mm.
was reading it within the like 2 minutes right before class started. And I'm like,
Oh
dang,
my
you must
God.
be really
Could
good
not
at
put it
reading.
down.
Yeah. And I asked her, I was like, oh, is that book good? Like, I've heard about it. And she was like, oh, yeah, it started out kind of slow, but it's really good. And so I was like, dang, she must be addicted if she brought it into the
No, she's,
yoga
yeah.
class.
I feel like it is one of those, I don't know, just from what everything that I was reading, just to kind of give you the synopsis of this, it seems like it's one of those where like you have to kind of commit to the characters and then there's probably like a lot of character development. Like
Yeah.
it seems very character focused.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Well, I read it. I would
Yeah.
love to read that
I would love to read it too next year when I'm
next
in a
year.
better headspace.
I love that. Okay, next up, we have the historical fiction category. And this is also, I would like to preface all of the Goodreads Awards for 2025 are books released in 2025.
Yeah.
So it's like anything released
Well,
this
I
year
think
is,
so.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how that works. But the winner for historical fiction was Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which I'm very excited about because my in-person book club, we actually just decided that we're going to read this next month. So this is about a female astronaut and named Joan Goodwin. And she's like been obsessed. Like she's always wanted to become an astronaut. And she's kind of thoughtful. She's reserved. She is a professor of physics and astronomy at a university. And she has like a little niece and stuff. And then she decides to like try out or apply for NASA's space shuttle program because there was an advertisement seeking the first woman scientist to join. So I think this is back in like the 70s, 60s, 70s.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah. And so basically, she's like now trying to be one of the first few people who gets to go to space. And I think it's
Yeah.
mostly about like women in the industry kind of situation, women in STEM,
Mhm.
as they say. So
Women
it's
in STEM,
basically
no,
like
literally.
the
Sorry,
treatment
Nikki,
that
it,
they
it takes
deserve.
place in the 80s, 1980s.
Oh, the 80s. Perfect. Okay. Yes. Well, yeah. So I love Taylor Jenkins Reid. I have read a couple of her books this year, was very happy with them. And I'm nervous about this one because I've heard everybody said you just cry and cry and cry. So not really sure I'm ready, but I guess I have to be ready for book club. So
No, I've literally been avoiding it. And also, I have it literally right here. This is the cover that I have. I don't have the cover of the girl. I
which
don't
I
think
kind
that
of
one is
like.
here.
I don't like the cover of the girl.
Yeah. I don't know, and maybe I should have done my own research, but I don't know if this is her first historical fiction type novel because I've read like obviously Malibu Rising. Is that historical
I
fiction? I
think
don't
it's
know.
all considered historical fiction because Malibu Rising
Oh,
is set, in the early the
what
70s, and then
qualifies
plus
something as historical fiction?
I think anything earlier than maybe like the 2000s, maybe.
Oh, interesting.
Because like Daisy
Um,
Jones is a historical fiction. And then same thing with like Seven Husbands, that's like old Hollywood. So I
you're
think she writes
kidding.
historical fiction. Yeah.
I
But it's
thought
not,
historical fiction needed to be about like an event in history and your take on that and like creating
mm-mm.
a story around it.
I think
No?
it's just set in a previous time period. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like surrounding
Current.
an event.
Oh,
I don't know. It's
that's
kind of like
weird.
what makes a
Yeah, I don't
clothing
know.
item vintage, you know? They're like, this
Yeah,
cute
like
little
it's like
2000s top is vintage. And I'm like, oh, that's great.
no, oh my gosh, I know. Well, I mean, p kids born in the 2000 or in 2000 or 26 now. Like, okay, cool. Perfect. They're not kids.
That is actually disturbing.
No, I know. I do love Taylor Jenkins Reid. In my whole heart, I love her. I have been avoiding this book like the plague, even though I bought it
hmm
because I don't want to cry. But maybe next year, knowing that she won. I loved obviously Seven Husbands. I loved One True Loves by her. I have
Oh,
downloaded on my Kindle. Maybe in Another Life, I think it's what it's called
mm,
by her. I'm not ready, but
I'm not
I do
ready.
love her.
I do too. I think she just paints the story so vividly and she has like a
Yeah,
really
her
good
writing.
character development situation. So I'm excited about this. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. I'm ready.
I haven't read something of hers in a while though,
Her audiobooks are
like a
also
good
really good because
while.
I think Julia Whalen normally narrates them and she's amazing. So I might audio this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, maybe. Because then I'm gonna be crying on the plane.
I'm crazy.
Um, Next up we have the category of mystery and thriller, which as you guys know, the only book that I read in this category was Strange Sally Diamond and One of Us is Lying. Like,
hmm
okay. Definitely need to expand my horizons. And this book sounds so interesting to me that I honestly might want to read it before the year is even over. This one is called Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. Have you heard of this?
I have heard of it.
I have never.
I read something else by Holly Jackson. Hold on, let me look it up while you talk about it.
So this is a story about a girl named Jet who is basically the whole preface is she's out to solve her own murder. And you're like, how the hell? Apparently, on Halloween night, Jen is attacked by an intruder who then gives her basically like a really bad head injury. So she's not dead, but she goes to the doctor and she gets looked at, and they're like, she's going to be dead within the week. Like she had an aneurysm that's going to essentially
What?
like burst and she's going to die. And she's like, okay, well, I have like a week to live. I'm going to figure out who's my murderer. Because like they would have killed her in the next 7 days, even though she's not dead right now. So it's about her going on the journey to find out who did it. And in the synopsis, they name dropped like one of her good friends. So I'm like, maybe they have something to do with it. I don't know. It's kind of like who done it, and she's gonna figure it out.
Wait, that sounds so good.
Doesn't it sound so interesting?
Yeah, also I just looked it up and Holly Jackson wrote A Good Girl's Guide to Murder.
Oh,
So
oh,
maybe this is
nice.
like her first not YA novel. Because I mean, if the
Yeah,
category is mystery
maybe.
thriller, I think it means it's an adult.
Yeah, yeah. So it sounded interesting
Wait, I
to me. Just
have
even,
to
just
read
even that
this.
part, I was like, wait. It's like, oh, she's gonna solve her own murder, and I was like, wait a second. Is she a
That sounds
ghost?
so
Good
good.
Spirits Part 2. Um,
Wait,
yeah, I want to read it like now.
same. I'm like actually like I need to
I know.
start that right now. Okay.
I know.
Ooh. I do love a whodunit.
I know, me too. That's why I like my little puzzles.
Yeah. That's why I love a murder mystery party.
Sorry, and also for the puzzles, I'm reading one chapter out loud. It's like I'm in a little kindergarten class, and then Ben reads one of the chapters out loud, so we're like reading to each other.
Wait, that's so cute. I love that.
Yeah.
Ah,
Um,
fun. Okay, well, that one is immediately going on to my TBR. That sounds so good.
no, I know. Ugh. Has anyone read it? If you read it, let us know if it's like worthy. I mean, it won an award, so
I mean, it
yeah.
must be good. Yeah, please comment. Okay, category of romance. All of our faves. The winner is a BBL, a great BBL, aka A Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. And you've read this, right?
I have read this. Do you want me to talk about it?
You can talk about it. Yeah, take it away.
So this story, I remember at the time I was like a little bit conflicted because it was a bit long, but I ended up giving it a 4 out of 5. So it's essentially about this girl named Alice and this guy named Hayden. They are both basically like recruited slash brought onto this island by this older woman who used to be like a socialite in Hollywood. Think like they talk about Santa Monica, they talk about like her traveling to Nashville, like all these things. And so she's like a big socialite who finally has decided she wants to kind of come out of hiding and wants someone to write her biography before she dies. Or autobiography, memoir, whatever. And so they're both competing for the role to be the author of her autobiography. And it's funny because at the end there's like a big old twist that you kind of don't see coming, but throughout the book, I listened to most of it, if not probably like all of it, and it was nice because you got to it was like going back in time. You got to be in real time where she's listening to Alice is listening to Margaret tell her life, but then you also go back in time to Margaret saying like, and I went to this concert for this guy and then we fell in love, like all these things. So
So
I
it's
really
like
liked the audiobook for
exactly
that.
Seven Husbands by Evelyn Hugo. Is that like a negative about it? Because it sounds
Yeah.
exactly like that, besides the
It
competition part.
literally basically is that. There's like a big twist, I guess kind of like Evelyn Hugo, but I did really like it.
Hmm.
But I listened to it.
Okay.
It was it was cool. It was kind of like if you go back in time and it's like who was it? Yeah, like Taylor Swift and Travis and like what happened to them and someone's finding out like all of the nitty-gritty of like the getaway, like all these things and then writing
Yeah.
about it. It was really cool.
Okay, that sounds good. I mean, I have a love-hate relationship with Emily, so we'll see.
I know
This
you
could be the
do.
tiebreaker. Well, I need to read People We Meet on Vacation before the movie comes out, which is like in a month.
You're gonna hate it. It's so good though, but you're gonna hate it.
I am? Why?
I don't know. I like have weird feelings about that book.
Okay, well, I have to read it before the movie
Well,
comes out.
one, the title is all wrong. You've seen the controversy behind People We Meet on Vacation. You're like, okay,
Yeah, like why would it be called that?
it has nothing to do with that.
Interesting. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, Emily. I could get into a great BBL. I could use a great BBL.
We're all getting great BBLs next year.
That's what all the winners got is a big BBL. I keep yawning. You guys, I'm so sorry that I keep yawning, especially if you're
I
a
would
visual
recommend
viewer.
listening to this on audiobook.
Okay, I can do that.
It's a long one though.
Well, first I will be listening to Atmosphere and also Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. So this
Not
is
our TBR
next.
being like all the books that we've just talked about and Frederick
Literally.
Buckman.
Yes. Wait, yes, actually. Oh, this is fun. Okay. Next up, I can talk about this one because I feel very strongly about it. The category is Romantasy, and the winner is Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. You guys, we did a whole deep dive about this book. You know about it. You love about it. You know the vibes. This is the third book in the Empyrean series, which is Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, Onyx Storm. And I mean, I can't really give a synopsis of it because it's the third book in
Yeah.
a fantasy series, so it would give everything away. But the overall story is about this girl named Violet who goes to a magical school to learn how to be a dragon rider. It's like they live in, this kingdom of Navarre, and they've got dragons and they've got scribes and they've got fighters and they've got whatever. She's training to become a dragon rider. And of course, she meets hot shadow wielding Shadow Daddy Zayden. She meets all her little friends.
I want to read it again.
I
Oh,
know. I miss it. This was probably my favorite book of the whole year, which
that's crazy.
for me, it's hard to compete with an established series because like I feel so much more connected to these characters than any book I started this year, So
Yeah,
it's a little unfair, but such a fabulous. I can't believe people didn't like, well, I know you didn't necessarily love it, but
Shut your mouth.
this
I'm
is
gonna get
I just love
canceled
this
again.
book.
I feel like, well, one, I had controversial takes, but I did love it. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did really, like, I want to read it again.
Well, and I feel like it has to be a good book for you to feel so strongly about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like
Yeah.
only a book that I'm really invested in the characters could have me be like, why did this person do this? It's like when you're
Yeah.
frustrated with the character's decisions, it's like, okay, you're
Yes.
committed.
Yeah. It's better. It's better that than being like indifferent.
Yeah. Ugh. If you guys
Okay.
haven't
Oh my
started
God, I want
Fourth
to
Wing,
read
this
it.
is your
Maybe I'll
sign.
read it on the plane. That feels good. I'm gonna read it on the
Yeah.
plane.
Oh, yeah. I miss them.
I want to read it all over again.
Me too.
Oh.
Rebecca, I know you're
It's
taking your
interesting
time.
to
You
me
take
that
it,
there
but
was, I wonder when they started including a romantasy, like differentiating fantasy versus romantasy.
oh, yeah, interesting. I don't know, because I feel like romantasy is so popular now that it's like they kind of
Yeah,
have to
I
include
know, I
it.
know. No,
Mm,
totally. Like there's a bookstore that I went that was all romantasy.
that's crazy.
I know.
That's so interesting.
Ugh, I want to read.
Ah, love you, Rebecca.
I want to like be done with work this week and just read my book and
I
nobody talk to me.
know. I have been so freaking busy, but all I want to do is read.
Just know, you guys, I started reading Duke by
Oh no.
Jessica Peterson.
Oh no.
I
How is
do
it?
this to myself, but it's the last brother, so then I'm done. Okay.
Is it good or what?
No, it's not, but like we already knew that.
You were crazy
Ugh.
for that.
It's like
Okay.
accidental pregnancy trope. You know
Oh
how I
God.
feel about those.
I do. Okay. You go ahead.
Anyway. Okay, so next up we have the category of fantasy. And the winner is Bury Your Bones in the Midnight Soil by B.E. Schwab. It looks like this because I have the book.
It's a cool cover.
It's literally huge, first of all. Like, hello. I think it's like almost 600, 700 pages. I don't even know. I
I
can
didn't
check.
even know that.
It's huge, but I did get to go to the Spotify event for V.E. Schwab when she released it on audiobook because
Right.
I will say I started listening to this 2 weeks ago or last week on audiobook, and
Oh.
it's just so good.
Oh,
Like
I didn't know you started it.
the I started it on audio even though I literally have it here. Um, it's about it's a three-person POV, so it's three females during three different timelines. One of them is Scottish, and that's who starts the narration. I think the Scottish girl, her name is Maria. Um, and her story starts in 1532, and then the other girl starts in her name is Charlotte, starts in 1827, and then the other girl is in Boston and start her name is Alice and starts in 2019. So it's three different girls. One of them is Scottish, and I remember the author talking about how important it was for her to choose like the right girl from Scotland because she lives in Scotland. Did you know that?
Oh, no.
Yeah, she lives in Scotland. I think she lives in Edinburgh, I think. Um, anyway, it's about three vampires. And like I think the theme throughout is basically about like girl power, taking back your power as a female, and that's why she made them into female vampires because she did it. I talked about this a while ago. She kind of wanted to, as girls, like at least me, like you're always scared. And she's like, I wanted to be the thing
Yeah.
that people were scared of. So
Ooh.
it's about vampires and it's supposed to be really good. I've seen a few people who've read it have posted on Instagram and they like loved it. So I do want to read it and I'm glad that she won.
Well, it sounds like Wayward, which is one of my favorite books that I read recently. I think I read it last year,
It's
but
about vampires?
no, Wayward is more about like witches or like witchy, but it's the same thing where it's three different time periods. So it's got one is
Oh
like a
yeah.
woman in like Salem witch trials era, and then
Mhm.
one is in like the 20s or something, and then one is present day. And so it kind of follows and flips back between. And I
Mhm.
found that formatting of three different women, three different time periods so fascinating. Like it really kept my
Oh
attention.
really?
So I feel like this one sounds so good.
I know. You should listen to it. Even just start it because the first chapter it's the girl and she sounds so cool. I'm like, okay,
Ooh, yeah, Scottish
cool.
accent is so cool.
I know. So, would recommend, but haven't read it. I have just started listening and would recommend the audio experience.
Ooh, okay, I'm definitely in. I'm down for that. Okay, next one is very exciting. This is the science fiction category. And if you guys have been participating in book club, you will know what we're talking about. The winner was The Compound by Aisling Raleigh. And this one, I think, what was it, like our October or September or something like
Yeah,
that?
I think September maybe.
So good. So basically, this is about a reality TV show, competition show, kind of like Love Island meets Survivor ish in a way.
Hmm.
Basically, it's about this girl, Lily, and she enters into a competition. There's 10 girls and 10 guys. and they have to go to this house in the middle of the desert, and they're like being filmed there. And it's kind of a competition show in the way that there are communal tasks that you get communal prizes for, but then they also have individual tasks that you get individual prizes for. And the communal tasks or the communal prizes would be like, oh, you get furniture for the house, or you get food for the house, or
Hmm.
whatever. But maybe you have to vote somebody off, or you have
Yeah.
to, complete like they did one where they all had to hold their breath for a while, and then somebody kind of held somebody under the water. It like gets a little bit sinister. And
Yeah.
it's all being televised. The viewers determine like what the prizes are and stuff sometimes. And each night, this is like the Love Island part, you have to couple up with someone from the opposite sex to sleep in bed. And like that's how you need to be partnered up.
You're saved.
Yeah. And it's very like dystopian survival of the fittest. Like
Yeah. Lord of the
who's,
Fliesy, I feel like I saw people comparing
yeah.
it to that.
Yeah. It's like, how far are you willing to go? A, for prizes, but B, to like be the last one standing kind of. And it's sort of like
Yeah.
it's a very good take on capitalism and the state of
Agreed.
humanity and greed. It's really interesting. I think I gave
It
this
was
a
so good.
4 or a 5. I don't remember, but it was very good.
I think I gave it a 4. I
I
remember
think I gave it
really
a 4 as
liking
well.
it, and also just like it makes you think, and it's one of
Totally.
those books where like the way that the author writes Lily, she's kind of like your beautiful girl, and she just goes around the world being pretty and just kind of like doing things, but then it's like once she's in there, she has to figure out a way to survive because like
Hmm.
everyone's beautiful. So it's
Yes.
like it was really crazy. And
Yeah.
I recommend this to everybody. This is like a good like Christmas. What did you read this year? Oh, I read The Compound. It has a good take on dystopian society and
Yeah. Yeah.
capitalism. Like
That's so true. It's
it's
like
one of those.
easy. Yeah. Yeah, definitely also a really good book club book if any of you guys host a book club at home or anything, because
Oh
there's a lot
yeah.
of talking points and discussion points. So
Yeah. And if you do read it, go listen to our episode after because I feel like
yes.
there was a lot of themes and I think like we broke it down pretty well.
Yeah. This was a fun one.
Yeah. I'm glad it won. Interesting to me that it was well, one, it was Aisling Rowley's debut novel. So she's
Amazing.
like an Irish English teacher, and so I know crazy. Like I wonder, I need to follow her on Instagram because I don't. And two, interesting that it was science fiction. Does that make sense to you? I don't know anything about categories.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was kind of science fiction in the way that it was, I don't know. Yeah, it felt more dystopian than science fiction, but I guess that's kind of like a fraction of science fiction maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting.
Hmm.
Um, the next one, which I have a few thoughts about this because you talked about Wayward.
Mhm.
The next category is horror, and the
Ooh.
winner of this category was Witchcraft for Wayward Girls by Grady Hendrix. Two things before I talk about what it's about. There's this show on Netflix called Wayward that looks really scary. So when I read this title, I thought it was about that, and it's not.
Hmm.
And then three, there's like your book called Wayward, and I feel like Wayward is everywhere.
Well, Wayward, the book that I read, is spelled with an E, and this one is
Yeah,
Wayward with an A. So it's like
yeah.
WAY versus WEY. So I think that's the distinction, because I Wayward just
I don't
means
know.
like lost, right? Normally.
I don't know.
Interesting.
TBH.
Okay, well,
Okay,
horror
so
sounds scary.
this book is it's essentially about a group of girls who get sent away to a place called like Wayward Home or something. Maybe it was called something else.
Hmm.
If they get pregnant or if they become something that like their society is embarrassed about. Usually it's like if they fall pregnant, they will get sent away to the home. They
Okay.
will live there and have their child, and then their child would be sent out for adoption. And then they would go through a process that would make them forget that they were ever pregnant and that they were ever there. And in
Ooh.
the summaries that I was reading, it basically is like there was girls that were 12 years old, there was girls that were 14 years old, there was like older girls. One of the things that it was saying is like everything the girls eat every moment of their lives when they're there, like pre and post like adoption or whatever, is monitored. They're only allowed to do certain things. They're only allowed to eat certain things, go out at certain times of the day. They're just like watched at every moment of their day. And then they're only like allowed to talk about specific things that the adults within the homes are like controlling. Um
Oof.
then one of the girls, the main girl, I think this is who is like the point of view throughout the book. Her name is Fern. She meets a librarian in the center who gives her like a witchcraft book.
Mm.
And that's what, again, the book is called Witchcraft for Wayward Girls.
Ooh.
And it gives her basically the powers then in her hands to kind of, you know, get control over their lives. I think they end up being able to do like some sort of magic or some sort of like curse. I don't know, it was weird, but the whole like like how they get there was sounded really freaky to me, and I was kind of
Ooh.
nervous because that's what I saw in the Netflix show. That's why I was like, "Oh, I was looking it up. I was like, "Wait, is it tied to the show?" And it's not. Like in
Oh,
the Netflix show,
weird.
it's a school, it's a group, it's a home of girls that are like abused in Florida. It's like a whole thing. It basically matches up this, but I don't know if it is.
Whoa. I mean, it sounds
Yeah.
really good.
It sounds good, but it also sounds kind of scary.
Yeah, it does sound scary.
So
I
I
don't know
don't
if I could
know if
handle
I
it.
would read it or watch the show.
Interesting. Oh,
Yeah, right?
wow. Okay. Well, I mean, I could be convinced to read it. It sounds
But
pretty
like
good.
horror,
I
I don't know about
know.
horror.
I'm like, how scary really
Thriller.
is it? Yeah, I could
I
do a
mean, it
thriller, but
sounds
I don't know if I could do
terrifying.
horror. Ooh,
Has anyone read it? Let us know.
interesting. Okay, well, I'm kind of down. That sounds real. I've
I
also never
know.
heard of Grady Hendrix.
Me either.
So interesting.
Let me find out if they've written anything else. The book is set in the 1970s.
Ooh, which kind of makes it even spookier.
I know. The cover's kind of spooky too.
Ooh,
I'm just like
okay.
scared.
Wow, I'm kind of intrigued. Maybe I'll give it a
I know,
try.
me
I'm a little
too.
spooked though.
All of these, to be fair, all of these sound like they deserve to win. They
They
sound
do.
interesting.
They sound so good. Okay, well, the next one is also one that I am interested in reading, but I'm too scared of, but for different reasons, is Alchemized by Senlin Yu. And
Mhm.
if you guys have not heard of Alchemized, this has like taken the BookTok world by storm. It was like
I know.
very anticipated because this is the traditional publishing version of Manacled, which is like a Harry Potter fanfic. So
Yeah.
obviously Manacled, like I think because of the IP and all that stuff, like they can't release that because it's like about
Yeah.
Hermione and Draco and stuff. So I think the author kind of rewrote the fanfic into Alchemized. And it's super long. It's a fantasy novel and
It's literally huge.
so huge. I have heard that it's amazing, but I've heard that it's like really traumatizing. It's like very
Wait,
heavy trigger
really?
warnings and stuff. Um,
Dark fantasy.
Dark fantasy. So the original is about Hermione and Draco, but this
Yeah.
one is about this girl named Helena, and she's a former alchemist who has amnesia, and so she's trying to figure out like what happened, like uncovered her secrets or whatever. And it looks like the world has necromancers, and she's got like secrets in her past, and there's a captor. I think it's basically just like a somehow a reimagining of the original story. It doesn't sound anything like Harry Potter, so I'm a little confused about like how they
Yeah. I don't know.
twisted it,
I
but
think is the author the same author that wrote Manacle?
yes, I believe so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I think this is just
why?
her way to traditionally publish it cuz Manacled was so popular as a
Yeah.
fanfic, but I don't think she could make any money off of it, you know? Um
Yeah, true.
but yeah, I mean, just be cautious with this one, guys. I've heard it's really good, but I've heard that it's like really heavy trigger
Dark.
warnings. It's like very dark fantasy, dark romance. I think there's a lot of, I'm sure abuse and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm ever going to read
Dang.
it, but people seem to be just enthralled by it.
The reason why I won't read it is because it's the size of my head in
Yeah,
like width. Like it's
it's
huge.
huge. It's huge.
So probably not for me. But maybe someone let me know and then like give me like a really convincing argument and then maybe I'll read it.
Well, yeah, I always wanted to read Manacled, so I'm kind of like, dang, do I need to just read this one?
I know. We'll see.
Yeah, let us know in
Maybe
the
next
comments,
year.
guys, if you read this because I feel like it was so popular when it came out kind of recently and people were like obsessed.
I think I would still be reading it if I got it when it came out. Like
I know, literally, it's so long.
it's
Oh,
insane.
crazy.
Um, okay, we're coming up to the end of the award ceremony. Next category is audiobook, and the winner of the audiobook for 2025 is Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros, and we just talked about it already. But I know I did not listen to this on audiobook, and
I
I
didn't
don't think
either.
I would want to.
No, I wouldn't either. Well, I don't know. I'm curious if this is for the graphic audio or for the original audio, because I don't know if the
Ooh.
Onyx Storm graphic audio is out yet. But everybody's been talking about the graphic audios for this and Akatar and stuff, and basically that's when they have like sound effects and stuff. So it's like, oh, if they're walking in the forest, you're hearing the crunch of the leaves, or if they're sitting by a crackling fire, you're hearing the fire. Like I've heard that it's
Yeah.
amazing, like graphic audios, but for some reason, every time I think about it, it like gives me the ick.
I don't want to know what Zayden sounds like to everybody else. I need him to sound like what he sounds like to me.
Same, same.
Like
But I
I
know that I've heard clips of it on TikTok. The audiobook narrator who does like Taryn's voice and stuff is like so good.
mhm. Oh yeah. Okay, so it was narrated by Rebecca Solar,
Okay.
Teddy Hamilton, Justice Bolding, and Jasmine Walker.
Ooh, okay. I like that there's so many author or like audiobook
Yeah, so I
narrators.
don't it doesn't say if it was the graphic novel, but oh, I can't like I'm sorry, I just can't listen to fantasy like that. Like I
Mm,
listened to some of One Dark Window. That was fine.
hmm.
But even like the voice of Raven, I was like, that's not what he sounds like.
I think it's harder for me to listen to anything that I've already read. So it's like since I read the
Yeah.
first two books of Fourth Wing physically, I can't listen to the last one because yeah, then it's gonna be like
Yeah.
that's not Zayden. That's not my Zayden.
I wonder if you have to keep the same audio narrators,
I don't
like
know.
give the, throughout the books. I would hope so, no?
I would think you would want to, but maybe if there's like a contracting issue or something.
Yeah. Or like, okay, we want triple the money. Or like, fine.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay, so next one is the young adult fantasy and sci-fi category. So we're kind of moving into some young adult options now. And this one was Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins, which, if you're not familiar, is the prequel to Hunger Games. And this is about Haymitch's story. So back when he was in the
Yeah.
games and stuff. And I have really conflicting feelings about this because I loved the original. I read Hunger Games back in high school when it like first came out or whatever, and I loved it. I loved the movies, all that stuff. When something is like such a successful original trilogy, I don't like it when we get extra content because I'm like
Yeah.
just leave it as it is.
Leave it be.
But people are obsessed with this and then the other one, whatever other book, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes that came out.
Oh,
So I'm
yeah.
like, well, damn, do I need to read it?
I know. I've never read Hunger Games one.
Oh, it's so good.
But I want to, and I think if I were to read anyone's story, I would want to read Hamish's story.
Yeah, I've seen, and the movie's coming out, I think.
Ooh, I liked the movies,
The movies of
the
did you
Hunger
see
Game
the,
movies.
oh, the Hunger Games. Did you see the other one
Mhm.
that, what's her, Rachel Zegler was in? Okay,
No.
I've seen the previews of this one, Sunrise on the Reaping, and it looks really good. It's like kind of, the, what do they call that? The arena looks like it's
Yeah.
set in like the Alps. It's like very
Ooh,
midsummer,
like snow.
like creepy
Oh,
florally in the mountains vibes.
oh my gosh,
It looks
got
really good.
chills.
Yeah.
Okay, I honestly might like. Sorry, when do I have time to read all these effing
I
books? Like, I might read this one.
I know. I could be
I
convinced.
have
People love
read
it.
like I have heard that everybody who's read this one is like bawling
Yeah.
their eyes out.
Damn. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to be adding literally 10 more books to my TBR because this is crazy.
Whatever, peace and love.
Okay,
Um,
interesting.
Next, young adult. This is for the category of just young adult fiction. Um, the winner was Faking Faking
I
Skating
think it's
by
fake
Lynn.
skating.
Is it?
Like fake
Wait,
dating.
hold on. Oh, sorry, yeah. Sorry. I'm gonna start over.
Isn't this also part of the Better Than the Movies?
Shut up. Okay. So the next book is for the category of young adult fiction. It's Fake Skating by Lynn Painter, who wrote Better Than the Movies. And I have that book
Mhm.
at home and I still haven't read it. And I
Oh,
know
that's
everybody
also been on
loves
my
it and I want to
TBR.
read it so bad.
Oh god, I need to add all these to my freaking TBR.
I know. This one maybe not, but definitely like the movies or whatever it's called
Yeah,
when we were like the movies.
Better Than the Movies.
Better Than the Movies. I was thinking When We Were Young by Adele, like why? Um, this one is about Danny and Alec, who basically grow up from when they were little, being best friends forever, like Mary's song, of course.
Of course.
And they are inseparable. But then Danny's family, maybe her dad or her mom, get a job out of town. They move away. There, she's gone. Alec is stuck in his hometown by himself. Fine, whatever. And what is there to do except for become the hockey star of the high school, of
Right.
course. So then Danny ends up moving back, and she's like, "Oh my God, I can't wait to be back with my nerdy friend Alec, who I left long ago." However, he's like really cool now and like maybe a little bit stuck up. And so she's like,
Mm,
"Wait, this is not my friend." For some reason, they end up having to fake date. Don't know why. Obviously, it's not going to tell me why in the
of course,
synopsis
of course.
or any of the summaries, but it's been on my TBR. What is it called again? Better than the movies forever. This
Same.
one's kind of fun, and you know me with my YA and my KL Walter. I love that shit. So
Sometimes you
very
need a
sweet. It
little
seems
YA.
very wholesome.
Yeah, cute. Okay. Yeah, I mean it doesn't thrill me, but this one is the least interesting to me so far, but I could be down.
I know. Well, yeah. I wonder what. Okay, let's see which other ones were in the running for this one, actually.
For YA. I know, I feel like it's
So, Glorious Rivals, Dating Dragons, Falling Like Leaves.
I don't know any of these.
Okay. We found Oliver, which seems like a LGBTQIA love, another LGBTQIA. Okay. I feel like maybe those should have won.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, sorry, my favorite girl ever, Kale Walter, did not win. I didn't know to vote for her.
Devastating.
Jeez, devastating. Anyway,
Crazy.
read it if
Okay.
you want, you guys.
Interesting. Okay, well, we're now moving into a little bit more of a nonfiction moment,
Intellectual moment.
intellectual moment. So next up is the category of nonfiction, and the winner is Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green, which I love Hank Green, his brother, so
Yeah,
much. So John must be cool because Hank is
yeah.
cool. Love him.
And John's smarty pants.
John is a smarty pants. I don't know anything about John Green, but I know about Hank Green, and I love him so much. So this book is about John, who met this kid named Henry, and he was a young tuberculosis patient at this hospital in Sierra Leone, which, correct me if I'm wrong, is near India? Sierra
Okay.
Leone?
That sounds about right. New Mexico, no?
No, let's look it up. Sierra Leone, country in West Africa. Okay, so
Er.
not quite India. That is near.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Indiana.
Oh no. You're like literally not
I
at
was
all.
like, New Mexico, you mean?
No, no. Okay, Sierra Leone. I'm sorry, I'm a big liar. It is not near India. It is, in fact, on the west coast of Africa. Okay, so he becomes friends with this kid, right? So in West Africa, Sierra Leone, excuse me. And basically, the entire book is trying to bring awareness to, don't laugh, trying to bring awareness to tuberculosis, which is a really preventable, but like super deadly disease. It says it kills over 1 million people every year. So I think he's just trying to like talk about his story and bring awareness to it. And that's kind of it. Like try and find more treatment and better healthcare for these people.
Yeah, I think it's one of those books that to me feels like it falls within the like scientific
Yes.
like like when people go and they follow around a community and they do like a documentary about them and like their
Yeah.
issues and like how we can help kind of thing. I think it's one of those.
Yeah. Which I feel like books like this are really important because it like I would have I've heard of tuberculosis. I don't know anything about it, but I also
Yeah.
definitely didn't know it's one of the deadliest preventable diseases, infectious
Yeah.
diseases. Like I would have never thought of that. So I
Well,
feel
that's
like
like
it
that's your TB shot. I think tuberculosis is TB. You get your TB shot, but it's like
yeah.
we're in America.
Yeah, oh that's so true. Yeah, so there you go. So,
Yeah, and it's
sounds
like
interesting.
getting access to healthcare in like lower rural communities like is hard.
Mhm.
So props to John for getting this message out there. One thing that I wanted to say was going into next year, I want to expand my genre more.
Same.
And one of the books that's been on my TBR forever, I literally have it on my Kindle. I like have read like 3 chapters is Invisible Women Exposing Data Biases in a World Designed for Men. And it's that book that I always say it's like about how it talks about how women were never part of any of the like experimental trials needed for like the dosages of
Oh my
ibuprofen, like all that
God.
stuff. Just like important things that we should probably know and like
I
advocate for. And
always think about that.
yeah.
Literally
And there's a
yesterday,
book
I was
about it. You should
thinking
read
about it.
it or
I would
listen to
love
it.
to. That sounds so interesting. Yeah, I would like to
Yeah.
get into nonfiction more as well.
Me too.
I also think John Green has a lot of popular books. Like, let me see. Oh, I've seen the cover of this for sure.
Yeah.
Wait, am I stupid? John Green wrote The Fault in Our Stars?
Yes.
What? Where
Wait,
have
who's
I?
Hank Green? I think you're thinking of Hank Green that wrote Fault in Our Stars.
No, Hank Green is John Green's brother.
But I thought Hank was the smarty pants one.
I think they're both smarty pants.
I think they're
Hank is
both smarty
definitely
pants, actually,
smarty
yeah.
pants. Wait, that is
Yeah.
crazy.
I would
Okay.
say like a good place for anyone to start is if you go to the Goodreads Choice Awards page, they'll also show you who else was nominated. So obviously these people got like a lot of votes. Like the Let Them Theory is in here.
Hmm.
The New Age of Sexism by Laura Bates is in here. Like just like a lot of like smarty pants books, you know?
I really want to read Cultish, which is about cults. And then I also want to
Yeah,
read, I think it's called Educated or Uneducated or something. I'm apparently
one of
uneducated.
those.
You know that one? Educated? I think it's about
Yeah.
the education system in jail, if I'm not
Oh,
right.
oh, I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. What is it called?
Oh, rural Idaho, where she received no formal education, earning a PhD from Cambridge University. Oh, yeah, I think it's about just like the schooling system. I don't know. I don't know where I got jail,
Mhm.
but I thought that it had something to do with inmates. But, anyways, those are some that are on
There's
my list.
probably there probably is one because I think I know which one you're talking about or that you might be thinking of.
Yeah, interesting. Well, apparently I'm all over the place, guys, but there you go. Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green.
The category is memoir, and the winner is The House of My Mother by Sherry Frankie. And I have
Hmm.
heard so much about this book. Um, and obviously it's a memoir, so this is her story. So this is about the daughter of Ruby Frankie, which maybe you guys have seen like in the news, like on like your Explore page. Like there was like a lot of buzz around this when this book first came out. It's about the vlog family. Maybe you know more about this. It's the eight passengers. That was like their names on YouTube, I think.
Yeah, it's
And it
basically
was,
the whole Ruby. Do you want me to talk about it?
yeah.
It was this whole thing was crazy. I went down like a super deep dive rabbit hole about it, but basically this mother who was like a vlog family, her name is Ruby Frankie, and she had like 8 kids, 7 kids, something like that. She was arrested for like child abuse basically,
Yeah.
and the mom, it was really weird. They lived in like either Arizona or New Mexico or something, and she was really really strict with the kids, and you could kind of see glimpses of it on their videos where she would kind of like take their doors off of their rooms and not give them any privacy or lock them away in certain spots or whatever, or
Hmm.
like not let them eat if they were being bad. Like she was a little bit
Or like into
abusive.
them like being bad with like not wanting to make a YouTube video or something, right?
Yes,
It was like about
yes.
being influencers.
Yes, because she was an influencer and they made their money, I think, through YouTube. Or I know sometimes like it was obviously so hot there wherever they lived, like out in the desert. And so she would make them go outside and like do yard work with no shoes on or walk for a really long period of time, like with no shoes on the burning hot ground. Anyways, she was really abusive and she kind of got into this really religious, like, it was like religious psychosis basically. She like linked up with this weird lady who was like her
Coach. She
mentor.
was like a
Yeah, she was
coach.
a coach, but it was like a really weird situation between the two of them. And eventually, all this got found out because she was like fully abusing these children and with this weird lady. And so now I think the kids are speaking out about it, you know, the older kids at least.
Yeah.
And I think that this oldest daughter, if I'm not mistaken, was kind of like she had like stepped away from the family because I think she was old enough to move out. So
I
maybe
think
this
so. But
details that.
I basically it's that. I think she's like kind of talks about it. And then also the situation with like the coach. What I gathered was that her mom was in like they were lovers.
I think they
And then
were. Yeah.
the dad left and like the dad didn't try to like help them. There was like the brother,
He
like
claims he
a
didn't
whole
know,
bunch.
but
Yeah. I was very interested in this when it came out, and obviously her memoir is out. So, and I think I don't know if she narrates it, TBH.
I don't know.
But I was very surprised to see it on here.
Yeah, I didn't even know this was a book, but now I fear that I need to read it because the whole story, I mean, it's really devastating, but it's very interesting. So,
If you see the cover, are you looking at the covers? Because you would have seen it.
no, should I? Let's see. No, I haven't seen this.
Oh, really?
That's
I feel
crazy.
like I saw it everywhere for a while. Like
Wow,
people
I
were
need to
posting that
listen
they
to
were like
this.
listening or like reading it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Um, well, yeah, dang, I really would like to listen to this now. There we go. Add it to the TBR.
Add it to the freaking list. Jeez, Louise.
Ah, crazy. Okay, so next up and last up, actually, we have the category of history and biography. And the winner is How to Kill a Witch, The Patriarchy's Guide to Silencing Women by Zoe Venditozzi and Claire Mitchell. Sorry, Zoe, for butchering your last name.
Sorry.
Venditozzi. Zoe Venditozzi.
And they're the host of a popular like Scottish podcast as well.
Interesting. Okay, interesting. Okay, so basically this is a backstory about women being executed as witches, which
Yeah,
sounds just so interesting. Because obviously, like, I don't know if it was about the Salem witch trials period, but that's what it sounds like. But it's like their kind of crazy process that everybody went through of like accusing, trying, executing witches, women for witches, because literally,
classic.
I can't. I already just reading A Patriarchy's Guide to Silencing Women. I'm like, oh, I would love to read that
Yeah.
because I have a lot of
And
female rage.
what I gathered was like it basically like breaks down all of the like accusations, how they basically made everyone think that like women were evil, labeling them as witches, and then getting them killed. And it's like, of course.
Of course, of course. That's crazy. Yeah, it's just, breaking down the patriarchy, and I can't wait. That's all I need to know, and that's all I need to hear, and I'm ready to read it.
No, literally. Stupid.
Crazy.
A few books that were within this category that were nominated were Sisters in Science, which
Hmm.
sounds like something maybe up my alley. The Cure for Women, which
A
is
lot
about
about
science
women.
and women as well.
Okay.
How Victorian male doctors used false science to argue that women were unfit for anything but motherhood.
Right,
Perfect.
right, right. Okay.
So yeah,
Crazy.
just a little bit of
Well,
that.
I've added a lot of female rage books to my TBR today.
Yeah,
I can't wait. And that's crazy. That's
I
crazy.
know. Another thing that I wanted to say about this award was fly all and dandy, but I did see author of this month's book club pick, BK Borison, make a post about this because none of the authors in this category are people of color and underrepresented communities. So
In this category
she,
specifically or in the whole thing?
sorry, in the entire thing.
What?
And so she basically was saying, she's like, it's very disheartening to see the lack of diversity in authors that were chosen to be the winners of this category. So just like as readers, make more of an effort to, maybe get out of your comfort zone. I am so guilty of this. I was talking to Ben. I was like,
Yeah.
all of the authors of my cowboy romances book are not diverse. Like, I'm sure there's so much out there, and it's like, why are we not seeing these be on rails, like pushed out by the algorithms? And like, there is probably a reason for that, but in the sense that like the algorithm hates us.
Mhm.
So I think just if you have a goal for next year, I think one of my goals is to just read more diverse authors and do a
Mhm.
little bit more research about the authors that I am supporting and reading.
That's a really great point because it's weird how like you can't necessarily blame Goodreads because they're fan voted, which is like
Yeah,
almost worse because that means that we as a community are not voting in, whether it's consciously or unconsciously, diverse authors because we're not reading them, you know?
exactly. Yeah, it's like
So
you don't know
very
what you
interesting.
don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah, I think that's one of my goals also for next year is to expand, where it's like read a little bit more nonfiction, learn some stuff, read genres we might not necessarily have known about, and then read more, very actively think about reading more diverse authors. I like that.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
good.
like that too.
Well, maybe we can put together like a list, or you guys can help us if you have any specific recommendations that
Yeah,
we should check out because I would love to do that. And yeah, let us know if you've read any of these books. They sound fabulous.
They all sound fab, so I am adding them to my list and more.
And more. And I can't wait for next year's releases. Maybe we'll have to do an episode about that.
I know. There's so many.
I can't wait.
There's like literally so many books that I want to read for next year already.
Yeah,
And
I'm so
movie
excited.
releases. Oh my gosh. I have so
Ugh,
much to do, so little time.
I know. All right, guys. Well, we love you so, so, so much. We will see you hopefully same time next week. And yeah, we should be together by then. So just get excited for that.
I can't wait. Well, thanks for listening, guys. Always and forever in my heart. Peace and love.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.